Hey, what's happening out there, humans? F9 is right around the corner, so I figured it'd be a good time to go back and look at 2001's The Fast and the Furious, the little action flick that started what would become one of the most absurdly over-the-top soap opera action franchises ever put to film. Over the course of its 8 movies, this franchise has delivered some of the most ridiculously, and for the most part, fun set pieces in the genre, from cars dropping out of planes, cars jumping from one building to another, submarines, superhuman abilities. This series has seemingly done it all, and it shows there is no limit to the insanity they will attempt in order to deliver a fun movie. But all of this large-scale international insanity and laughable character plot lines all started with humble beginnings and a grounded little Point Break-esque actioner that was all about truck heists and illegal street racing and an undercover cop that was in the middle of it all. So as you can see, it really is all simple stuff, but when put together, it's more than effective in creating a fun, energized, just tightly paced flick with appealing 90210 style characters and the unique veneer of import cars and illegal street racing. Now, yeah, this movie does have its flaws. There are spots of iffy acting for sure, but I also think there was an endless charisma tapped from the cast to produce a group of appealing characters with really juicy character dynamics. This movie created a vibrant atmosphere that was still grounded in a little bit of reality. It's all kind of fueled on sex appeal, adrenaline, fast cars, and it's all a delight to watch on screen. You have Paul Walker as this young, hungry cop that's undercover, that likes his tuna sandwiches on white with no crust.
I'll have the tuna.
No crust?
No crust.
Oh, well, that's very mature.
Then you have Vin Diesel as this racing god in the city with a dark and troubled past.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
And we all know Walker is undercover right away, but the wild card in this story comes when Walker falls in love with both Toretto and his sister, which naturally is going to complicate things. So there's no doubt that Walker and Diesel are going to come head to head, and the build up for it as they also gear up for race wars is a great time, and it's nicely paced. This movie is filled with a lot of action, tons of bravado, young love, respect, and most important in this franchise, familia. Now the movie's a good time, but I'll admit the story is serviceable at best. It certainly isn't a think piece, but it does lay the groundwork for what this movie does best, and that is energized and adrenaline pumping race sequences filled with bold cars, filled with tricked out mods, and strapped with bottles of NOS, and these set pieces do hold up great after all the years. I think they can still easily pull you up in your seat while watching, and it all blends in together into something that's fun and just easily engaging and kind of unconditionally cheesy. There's a bit of sincerity woven into all the flashy style, the loud music, and the corny character dynamics that I think just make this movie a great time. It was smaller than its sequels, but to me it still is the best in the franchise. The blatant self-awareness that the recent sequels are kind of known for was missing in this one. It's just a huge bonus. There's a little bit of a heart to this movie. There's an effort as well that translates well on screen. It kind of makes this movie a bit timeless as well. This one really feels like a 90s actioner, kind of cut with special effects technologies of the early 2000s, which does bring the appeal up a few notches in my opinion. However, when all is said and done, it really comes down to the two leads, and Walker and Diesel were a fantastic combination. They were very much different, but certain layers of them were the same, and their portrayal of these traits were what gave this movie that solid bromance to center around. Because I think there was just a really nice timing and a believable rapport between them that sold all the angles of their turbulent friendship, and there is no doubt that just the energy from Vin Diesel and Paul Walker heightened some honestly generic writing from a critical aspect. This movie was also a nice look back at Vin Diesel as Toretto when he was still kind of cool as this man of morals that was the patriarch of his little world. This was before Diesel as Toretto sort of became a caricature of himself, and looking back at the heart of the character here was a nice change of pace from the just tagline delivery system and the comical pretentiousness that Toretto as a character has evolved into. And despite its flaws, I think everything in this movie just works. There is no doubt The Fast and the Furious is a classic film from its era. It shows that you can absolutely take a recycled plotline and make something completely fresh and unique out of it with just a few new wrinkles woven in here and there. This movie brought a relevance to import cars in the States, and it single-handedly infused a subculture that is still going strong today.
Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. I'd love to talk movies with you guys. Share it with your friends, and without question, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can never miss a video. Here are some links to some recent reviews just in case you missed them. All my social media links and the link to our official website are down in the description below, and I'll catch you next time.